Maze Production.
Alright. Yo. Hey, what's up, y'all? ConneKC at you once again. This your boy AJ. And got my man in front of me, DeAndre.
Yo, what up, man?
P-Air. I'm promise I'm gonna try to come with a different nickname for
Every
you
time,
man. You know, I appreciate first off, we definitely appreciate y'all support. We seeing y'all, watching our videos on Facebook, on YouTube, and that's all love. We just sharing our perspective, and we appreciate y'all sharing. Y'all spending y'all time to just hear what we're talking about.
Real talk.
Yeah,
Much love. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. That's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. We are sharing. We are just one of the vehicles to set the platform of all the talent that's here in the town. So, I love my city no matter what.
Optimizing opportunity, man.
Optimizing opportunity.
Yeah, that just came from the
Look, man. That came from Dr. Boyce, man. That was some Dr. Boyce type of
the essence of Dr. Boyce, man. Yeah, a little bit of Dame Dash mix in there.
Oh yeah.
Definitely on our entrepreneur grind, we definitely gonna think like that.
Yeah, when you emulate, when you see other people conduct business in a certain way, I think it's okay to emulate how they conduct business and then create your own identity. Like, find your own path. Like, I don't think we should strive to be exactly like people, but
Right.
You can have a template, though. What's wrong with a template?
You made me think of Kobe and Mike with the turnaround jumper from the elbow. It's like, I saw you master it. I saw how you were successful. I think that it worked. I think we can say it works.
Yeah.
Let me try it. I got my own little hitch or whatever.
Where did Michael? I got to hit you with this. You being a basketball historian. I mean, shit. You was born with a ball in your hand,
Right,
bro.
came out with the Spalding.
Where Jordan get that fadeaway jumper from?
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with.
This is a historical fact.
Yeah.
Or is this what you just asked?
This is a historical.
This is something he said he worked on it with. He worked on with this individual.
Nah, I think but he took it from this individual and he made it his own. He mastered that shit.
Ooh, Jordan, cause he started doing it like that. Oh man, you really got me. I gotta say, it's gotta be a champion.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
It's gotta be a champion.
I feel like if I
don't throw me no hints.
Okay,
all right. Can I get two though? Let me get two shots.
I'll give you two.
Give me two shots. I'm gonna go with Mark Aguirre.
Ooh, that was a good one. That's not it though. That's not it though.
Last shot.
But you in there, you
I'm warm like a
warm.
Hey, I'm warm. Okay, all right. Turn around. If it ain't Mark Aguirre and it's a champion, it has to be.
This guy, look, it's eating this guy
up,
y'all. It's eating him
Ooh,
up. And when I hit you with it, you're gonna be like, yeah.
Right.
You got one more guess though, man.
Right. I had the one. Was it Bird?
That's another good one. Another good guess.
Man.
Ready?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and hit
Look,
me.
man. I don't know.
Go
I don't
ahead,
know.
Man.
I don't know if you worthy of this answer. I don't know
James.
if you worthy. Yeah.
Yeah. Another North Carolina guy.
Man.
It makes sense.
Yeah. He took that.
Yeah, you're right. That's what he back you down that short corner, get to his sweet spot, and give it to you.
Yep.
So it's all about getting to the sweet. That's what. But people ask me, and I know we like the king of rabbit trails,
Absolutely.
about comparing basketball eras. In the olden days, they don't have the athletic ability that these guys have, but they had to understand they got to their sweet spot, man.
Yep.
They got to their spot. It's like, hey, if I'm, it might be a 15-footer, man, but I get this to you all day from right here.
Yep.
I'm gonna get there. Your job is to stop, either the ball or stop me from getting there. So if I get to this, it's like Kareem. Let him post up on the hot, second block up from the the low block and hit you with that move. It's like, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
Or Magic let him get in the lane where he can work you with the shoulders and then baby hook you all night. You're going to have a long night.
Long night. They found their bread and butter.
There it is.
Along with their evolution, they found like, okay, this is my contribution to winning.
Exactly.
This is the recipe for winning.
Keyword. Yeah, that was it. It wasn't about, look at my triple-double, even though those are all respectable things. By the way, Oscar Robertson is kind of like the daddy of triple doubles.
Yeah,
I was looking at some stuff at the CB. That dude was a stud, bro. He was like 30 points, 16 rebounds, 11 assists in college.
And he wasn't. Was he necessarily a big man back then?
No, he was a guard.
Was he 6'3"?
I think he introduced the big guard, the revolutionary of the big guard. Like, okay, somebody 6'4", 5", really handling, really pushing the rock.
Yeah.
But then really distributing it. Yeah, he really, really kind of revolutionized.
Big O, man.
Yeah, Big O, man.
Big O. I don't, it's up to us to tell our youngsters history. Like, okay, this is what ball is. You know what I'm saying? This was pure, uncut basketball because it's not today's basketball. It's trendy. People have their favorites. They select favorites.
Right.
Just like always. But the 80s, man, was an era where it was just beasts everywhere. You didn't know who was coming out of what conference. You didn't know who was going to represent on the East.
Yeah,
East.
It was
Eastern
all
Conference,
cutthroat.
Western Conference.
Yeah, it was all cutthroat.
Yeah.
Like you said, we play this game to win it. We do everything on to win it, and then with salaries and social media and being able to be a star now, I think a lot of people do play into the whole stats thing. Like, I'll make the All-Star game. I'll have the stats. I'll get the fat contract. Like, that has to be going through their mind, especially when they talking with their agents and what's the next best move for their family finance. Of course,
I get that.
They thinking about all that, so I can kind of reason to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But like you said, the bottom line, man, them guys showed up lunch pail, and they was ready to get that W, man.
Even if they didn't like, and this is a nice little segue right here.
Okay.
Even if they didn't like necessarily enjoy their teammate and they maybe didn't get along outside of the basketball court.
Right.
You never. There weren't a lot of situations where you heard players that was just beefing. Beefing like if it was in the locker room, it stayed in the locker room.
Right.
If it was behind closed doors, it stayed behind closed doors.
Right.
Now it's at a time where we know damn near know arguments that's going on.
Yeah, it's like we watching it live.
Yeah, like
near, you know what I'm saying?
Like I love the game of basketball, but it almost nowadays turns into
WWE.
Yeah. It's like it's entertainment. If it's not Jimmy Butler, and D Wade,
and the whole
what's going on up in the shot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good call.
And you talked about this earlier, before we started recording. This whole situation with Shaq and Chuck, Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Just with them, they back and forth banter. So like, what do you think of, for the viewers that don't know, P, like, if you could break down.
Yeah. I mean, basically, long story short, you got two, I would call them alpha males. They, from a physical standpoint, they are. I don't know how mentally I can't really agree with everything what comes out of their mouth, but.
Wow.
But, for that, you can check their track record and say, hey, man, they did they just do, right? So now here they are, comparing the game. And it's like when you have this cat who's accomplished certain goals, and accomplished certain feats in the game. And then you have another cat who did his thing. He's respectable in Barkley. but he ain't got as many accolades to go with it. It's like, do you always use your accolades or your rings to justify any argument that we have in any conversation? I mean, we could be talking about a coach running a certain play, and it's like, hey, man, I really can't go with what you're saying because I'm the one that got the rings, and you ain't never won no rings. But dude is top 50, though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He's top 50. I think he revolutionized the game as far as the, the small power forward.
Tweener.
The tweener. Yeah, he made the tweener game like, for all the scouts who said he wouldn't make it in the league. Shoot, Barkley made a name for himself for years, so you kind of got that dynamic going between. So, you got the ego of, I'm this and that. I made so many All-Star games. I won so many rings, and I ain't got to listen to you because you ain't accomplished what I accomplished. So they kind of on that trip. You feel me?
And the thing about Barkley, like he was always a day late.
Yeah.
Like a day too late from getting that ship.
Right.
He got drafted 84.
Right.
That was a year after Dr. J, the Sixers got their championship in that 80s. Sixers creeped one up out of there.
Right.
With him going down to the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, I mean, brought life to Phoenix.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was like, I love KJ. Everybody that know me know I love I'm a small guard. I love the small guard.
Was he a mayor now?
He's a mayor like Sacramento or something.
Yeah,
that's funny.
yeah.
That's so random. Yeah. A good move, KJ. You know what I'm saying? But you running things.
Yeah.
But the state of California too. That's like, it's a capital city, right? Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacktown. So, Barkley brought life to the Suns. Took him to the big game, man. Lost to MJ.
They had a squad too.
They had a squad, man. I love Marley. What's my name? Those guys, Cedric Sabalas there.
Yep.
Yeah. Was Hornacek there with them in that group?
Hornacek was there.
Yeah.
Is it Tom Chambers or
Chambers? Yeah.
He was it.
Yeah.
You said
Marley.
Yeah.
Then Barkley and KJ rounded out. Then it was some other dude. West.
Was AC Green down there?
AC Green was with them. My man AC Green in Phoenix.
Still a virgin. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was a virgin.
He ain't got no sons.
How did it? None. I want to know how this nigga was with the Lakers and he ain't never get tempted to nothing. Like,
because Magic Nim was
like,
living.
hey, nigga, I'm hitting something during halftime. You know what I mean? Coach Riley set it up. AC, you sure you don't want none of this nigga? You know what I mean? Like, you sure?
Yeah, right.
You sure you don't want none of this?
AC in
virgin?
the mirror. Yeah, with his virgin, you know what I'm saying, Jerry curl sheen. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, baby, I'm cool, baby. I'm just go out here.
You're not cool, man.
All right, I'm just going to grab 10 more rebounds.
Right.
But that's probably why he couldn't really shoot from outside. He had all that strength stored
built up, man. It was built up.
I think it was all layups and dunks.
Yeah, it was. Hey.
And hard-nosed play.
All layups and no laid. Nigga, you know what I mean?
He ain't slamming nothing. Man, that's good. That's funny.
Just with I forgot, man. I forgot. Jay, she's not with us today. Had a family emergency.
Yeah.
So we had a topic, we had a hot one, but we
got a hot one for you, but we couldn't have ran that one without her.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate her insight, her perspective. We give her a hard time, you know what I mean? But that's like our little sis, because she's been standing her ground with us.
Oh yeah.
For the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But
she's on her team, man.
Oh yeah.
We ain't easy to deal with,
absolutely
from
not.
a jerk standpoint.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Stay jerking, man. But this whole dynamic with Shaq and Barkley, and then you mentioned something about LeBron bringing up Barkley's personal history. Like, he gave a rundown, a resume of missing All-Star games and betting.
Yeah, he went straight to the dude's bag, man. Like,
yeah.
And it started with him going to the general manager. I guess Cleveland lost a group of games, right? Now he's getting frustrated. So he's like, I need another playmaker. I need another rebounder. So Barkley's like, hold on, man. You got the championship last year.
Yep.
And we've seen the whole take your talent to South Beach. we know who you are, LeBron. We kind of know how you do things.
Yep.
Here we are again. You in the media saying these things. He was like, man, just go play. You the greatest basketball player in the world, man.
Ain't nobody messing with him, man.
You the greatest basketball player in the world. Go play.
Yep.
And so he comes back with, I guess he got in his feelings about, we in the emo era, man. That LeBron era, it's like you got these emotional thugs, man. Like
emo era.
yeah, emo, man. And I ain't talking about pizza either.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you ain't finding emo either. You know? Yeah,
So
you're right though.
Yeah, so he was kind of like going at him on that end as far as just stepping up and play some ball, man. Just lace him up. And we want to see greatness, man. You great, but I can't compare you to MJ because you ain't had the 63-point games. You ain't had the flu and just, drug your team through the mud to get to that finish line, man.
It's so...
You always need somebody. That's basically what this point.
I had a partner that, and by the way, I dig LeBron for what he is because I love Magic.
Yeah.
He's a 2.0 athletic Magic Johnson to me.
Good call. Good call. I agree.
And he scores at will, but he's a pass first player, just like Magic was.
Right.
But LeBron, he seems to have some kind of complex up here.
He does.
Just from him, sharing like, yeah, he needs help. And I have a partner that said, man, if he wouldn't have gone down, he needed help to go down to Miami. He needed someone, D Wade, to show him how to win.
Right.
And I was like, man, he kind of hit me with that, like,
Right.
okay,
Right.
because there was some identity issues when they first got down there.
Right.
Whose team is it? Where's the chemistry? And it took D Wade to be like, look, I'm Robin.
Right.
I'm giving you the keys.
Right. Exactly.
And that changed everything. It's like LeBron needed to hear that.
Right. He does. He's a validation type dude.
Yeah. So I, no hating on LeBron, but like, does he? What is his validation? Do you think he's always a guy who's needed validation to be
I'm gonna go
great?
deep. I know we talking basketball, but let's be real here. It's always a daddy issue thing. It's always, man, mom was doing her most. I mean, I don't want to say this, but if Delonte West was squeezing, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of ball players in Akron, man, that, you know what I'm saying, had their fair share of layups, if you dig what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And dunks.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but just that dynamic of saying, who do I cling to? I always need it. A man can't be needy to his mom only for so long. Once you get off the titty, my friend, you have to come out here and, get some scratches and, scrape your elbows a couple times. And sometimes I think the father or a male figure makes sure that happens.
Well, here's the thing. Like, there was a time that he did, of course he loves his mom. He'll do anything for her.
Right.
Hey, that is his backbone. That's his rock.
Right.
But, he hit the media with this, I didn't need a father.
Ooh.
Like, I didn't need a dad. And
his mom held him down.
Yeah. And I get that from a standpoint, like, I don't know what it was like to have a father.
Yeah.
So my mom is my father.
Yeah.
But I think it's great to have that balance, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
You need that nurturing, from mom.
Right.
But you also need that male presence to be like, nigga,
you can do
look,
it, nigga.
Look, I'm gonna end you.
Yeah.
Look,
right.
If you don't back down, or
right.
else I'm throwing you out the window.
Exactly.
I'll kill you.
Exactly.
Out of love, you know what I mean? Because I know it was a point.
Yeah.
It was a point where you felt like your old man was gonna be like, hey.
Right.
He might just take me out the game. I know I felt that way about my dad.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I got a rule, like with my sons, they have to know that there's some crazy there.
Yep.
About what I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
Yeah.
And shout out to the single parents. No hate or shade or nothing towards you in that manner, but in the whole scope of things, as we deal with this issue, every issue gonna go back to something. It's a start date to every way something plays out later. It's like a seed to everything that grows. So that's just my 2 cents. I think that the coaches, shout out to his coach. I think it's like Coach Joyce or Drew or something like that took him in, and gave him a lot of that. Because you say, hey, if you don't get no male mentorship and it's all female, like, bro, you got like a 6'8", over emotional, guy, and I don't think LeBron's an over emotional guy. I think he has a cool balance. But like you said, that little extra, a little crazy, you don't see that with him. Like, I want to see LeBron go out and have 99 points because he just said nobody can stop him. 17 assists and like 30 rebounds. I know he got it in him. Will Chamberlain did. You see what I'm saying?
Got
Will
him,
Chamberlain
man.
also like down.
20,000. 20,000, bro. Like, by the way, I gotta look, man. I wrote a set. I promise I don't know what open mic I'm gonna go to, but I did the math.
Hey, y'all gotta check my man out too.
20,000.
Y'all gotta check him out, man. They say on the hey, you be blown away, man. Dude was funny on stage, but yeah.
Like I think it's a delayed funny. I think but content that I bring is gonna be funny a couple days later, maybe a week later.
Hey man, my wife, you already know my wife.
Yeah.
She don't laugh at anything. You know what I'm saying? She don't find anything funny.
She got her arms crossed like, what you got?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Walking in, but you pay to get in. But
right.
She walked away as like, you know what? That was funny. He's crazy. Like, that was funny. So I mean, just from that respect, you got a fan over here.
Hey man, I was just trying to figure it out, bro. That was my first. That was my first black crowd, man.
No stuff.
Yeah. So like, once I got a taste of that, I think I bombed, but
hey,
I
finish.
appreciate
When
it,
they
though.
say finishing is everything.
Yeah.
Hey, that's it.
Yeah. So
right.
Stepping out, figuring out some new things, man.
Yeah.
But man, we'll go.
I don't know. I don't know how we got on this.
I don't know how
we
got
are.
to this.
And we might just start a show. We are the kings of Rabbit Trail.
Oh
man.
my God!
We might
Rabbit
start
Trail
out talking
random.
about basketball. End up talking about Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, but.
Okay.
So LeBron.
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 Yeah.
So that's why I was bringing that back home. So when you talk about all his accomplishments, I still would consider him. Great. He's a champion. He's proven that. We might not like his move down to Miami, but he's come back home and done it for Cleveland.
It's amazing.
So I saw Isaiah Thomas. He was like, he kind of was like a media. He's like that real old school guy that just like, you gotta watch this nigga. Like, he cool, but always gotta watch him. That's Isaiah Thomas. But anyway, he was like, I got 2 rings, so I ain't gonna. Everybody know that. So he said, the one thing I think that Shaq's trying to tell Barkley is. When you at the top, you always got the daggers being thrown at you. But your job is to stay at the top. So if you look around you and you feel like everybody's getting better and they making changes, you like Skip last year, I want to remain. I like how this feels up here.
Yeah.
He said, so that's kind of where I kind of reason with LeBron to a certain extent. He said, now, I never asked for nobody. Jordan went on record and said, I ain't never really asked for nobody either.
Right.
But he was like, to that extent, you do want to stay on top. He said, I give LeBron that much. That he's still interested. Because he said it's easy to be complacent as a champion.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We saw that happen with Dirk.
Exactly.
Nowitzki.
Yeah, he went back to partying and kicking. I mean, he still give you 25, but I ain't grabbing no rebounds tonight, coach.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I give you this 25, but shit, I ain't about to play no defense and grab no rebounds.
That season after, they got the heat.
Yeah.
His game just got dismal. He just leveled out.
Yeah, he went, typical Dirk. I'm gonna shoot threes and be big out here and shoot threes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It's just a different type of game now where people are teaming up. Hey, let's have these superpowers. Let's create these super teams.
Right.
So people try to say that.
I mean, what you think about that? What do you think about the super team in 2017? What and that whole whatever.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it got to that level, where people had to team up and become a conglomerate instead of winning on their own. So I miss the 80s. I miss the 80s when it was like, hey, I'm here. This is my team. Win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna create a big 3.
From the ground up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna beg. I'm not gonna beg for help.
Yeah.
And I'll
shouts out to. I didn't want to cut you off. I just I gotta get this thought out. Shouts out to Oklahoma City first. They drafts were impeccable, bro. They had Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. What's my guy in Detroit, the point guard, Jackson.
Yeah.
And I'm missing one. I think they had Jeff Green too, who kind of
They
is
did
a.
have Jeff.
And Jeff Green's a,
Yeah.
he's a good mid-level, NBA, solid producer.
Mm-hmm.
All from the gate. These are all people they brought in, off the draft pick.
Shout out to the Seattle Supersonics.
The shout out to the
You know what I'm saying?
Seattle
Got the
Supersonics,
aka
who got
now.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Who said, okay, we gonna move it down there.
It's pretty good,
You
man.
like
It's
that?
pretty good.
All right.
You gotta watch this guy, man. He's slicker than the cat gut.
I'm looking at Jason Kidd, what he got going on in Milwaukee, man. The Greek Freak.
Mm-hmm.
My boy's back from his injury.
Jabari.
Man, I
Parker.
like that dude's game for some reason, man. It's just like the nigga's nasty, man. He just gets it and be like, I don't care who's in front of me, you're getting dunked on.
Yeah.
I like that game.
I like him even though he's still a dookie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I rock North Carolina, but
You respect.
The cat is nice.
Yeah, he's nice. So it's
Yeah.
like we talking about the super squads versus building from the ground up. They just need one more piece.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Then they got their big three or whatever you want to call it, the super team. But I just had to get that out there, man. I think that they won. The Malcolm Brogdon kid I think got ain't bad, but he's young. But if they can get something out the draft this year,
Yeah.
excuse me, then they'll get their super or off the trade. Maybe Melo go there. I don't know. Maybe it's not enough basketballs there. I don't know.
Good grief, man.
But
Good grief.
with the evolution of basketball, the Greek Freak's basically the point guard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got your all-around utility guy, Jabari Parker, who does a little bit of everything. And then you got your Carmelo Anthony, who's just a seasoned scorer when you need a bucket. In the playoffs, you know how they get. You need that bucket, you can go to that guy. He scores in all kind of ways.
Short range, mid range, long range. Melo can do that for you.
Yeah.
Defense,
What? Who
we
said
not-
defense?
who said-
Is that part of the game?
yeah, not a part of his.
Nah. I was
Definitely
like,
not a
what?
part of his.
I didn't hear that, Coach.
Yeah. But I gotta say this, man. Why is it that business between basketball players, teammates? Did we speak this on the recording or was it before? I'll be forgetting.
Oh
man.
no, it was before. We
It was
was
before?
just chatting. Chatting it up.
Why is it that business among teammates is shared now? To the media. Like if me and you on the same squad. Back in the day, you didn't hear about it.
Exactly.
Like we had a disagreement in the locker room, but once we got on the court, it's like, nah, man, we're going for this championship. We're going for these buckets.
Right. That's our primary
And we squashing that beef. But now you called it perfectly. It seems like it's more or less WWE.
Yeah.
With players that are arguing with each other. Oh, why is D Wade not practicing as much as everyone else? Instead of them minding their business. You got commentators that's beefing with each other. Players that's beefing with commentators.
Yeah.
You got Stephen A. that's saying most of the time it's coon shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
85% of the time.
85% of the time.
Yeah.
And
I'm
will
still
say
waiting
that-
on him. I hate it. I'm still waiting on him to check somebody that's white and on their
Not gonna happen.
blatant disrespect for Black African American people.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
He has a platform to make fun of his people,
Right.
but
He
the
can be
moment
real
steps
about
outside
that.
of that. The nigga's gonna get
You
suspended.
can't talk about women
You
either.
better not talk about women.
Right.
You gonna get suspended.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can talk about your own kind.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty hectic.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of coincided with our episode when we talked about what's your worth.
Uh-huh.
Like what's your dollar figure for you to change your moral code.
Oh, right. Yeah. Straight up. Like
know.
this right here, boy, I'll sell out everybody in this room for $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, dang, for real?
You still gotta go to sleep at night. You still gotta sleep with that decision.
Yeah. You got to live your life, brother, with knowing that that's who you are.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So basketball is just the pure essence seems to be gone, man. Like it's more or less like drama. It seems like it's drama based now. Like how did it turn from a pure game to now what happened with hip hop with that beef? How did the beef come to the NBA like that? Is it money there?
Money?
Yeah.
That's first. I always start with the money.
Yeah.
Follows the dollar, you're going to find the hoes, clothes, and everything that goes. You know what I'm saying? That comes along with it. But yeah, most definitely the money and the fame.
Yep.
Of which goes back to the money because now if my name is popping more, I'm either selling more jerseys, I'm a little bit more popular. You have to give me more money, or I can make more money with endorsements. And then you got the social media ordeal. That's just the asterisk and the X factor that takes everything multiplied by 10. You know, everything that went on in the age, like you said, Magic Johnson, hitting chicks at halftime.
Man.
With social media, multiply that by 10. Like, could you imagine being Russell Westbrook and what his Instagram looks like?
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
What a beast. By the way, he's my since Kobe retiring, Russ is he's my favorite player now, man.
Yeah.
Still Lakers Nation, but Russ is.
I think and I don't want to speak for you, but if it's something that you dig is the competitive drive of the athlete, of the player. You know what I'm saying?
I dig how he still had that mentality, like he's still looking at KD like, man, you gave up on me, bro.
Right.
We were one piece away.
Right.
From championship caliber.
Traded Harden, but anyway.
Yeah.
I never got that, but anyhow.
Yeah. Like Russ is like, hey, I'm staying.
Right.
The idea is not to join the team that beat you. You just find a way to beat them. You would never see Jordan go to the Knicks. You would never see Jordan go to the Pistons.
Oh man,
how many times did they whoop his ass, bro?
Over and over again.
I mean,
Pistons was at least 2 years in a row, and then the Knicks was later when he was young. He couldn't get past the Knicks. He couldn't get past Cleveland. He couldn't get past Cleveland.
That's right.
Man, he couldn't even get past Cleveland, bro. Yeah. And could you see him playing alongside Mark Price and Craig Elo?
No.
Now, they would have traded Wilkins' ass, but
yeah,
he got Jordan now,
Jordan
nigga.
Stopper, the Jordan stopper.
You don't need to stop Jordan, nigga. We got Jordan.
Right.
Yeah, that's funny. Self-proclaimed Jordan stopper.
Yeah. But I wanna backtrack on what you said about the mentality.
From Westbrook to Kobe?
No, LeBron's mentality, and not just to focus on him, but his whole, he seems to have a complex where he needs validation.
Oh,
like you said, where he needs validation, he needs someone to tell him, okay, yeah, you can do this. I'm not taking away from his hard work ethic.
Right.
The cat stays at a high competition level.
Right. Physical.
But I wonder why is it that he's dependent upon someone else to propel him?
You know what? I never thought about this till now. It hit me. Maybe it wasn't his experience from his youth, cause one thing I know with AAU sports, them guys are pampered and they are very arrogant. So that's not something that he would ever lack. He's been the biggest phenom, kid to NBA guy in our time.
Yeah, man.
So I can't go there, and I know players, they get pampered their whole life, and so they always arrogant. So I don't think it's that. Maybe it's when he came into the league, he lost a lot of games, and he lost some championships on his own. So that kind of scarred him, I've made it to this plateau. I feel like I hit a plateau. And the only thing that I need at this point to get over this plateau is another, you know what I'm saying? So a Robin or, a helping hand or a lift up. And maybe that could be that's the validation that he's looking for. It's like, I did try, y'all. I did try to do this on my own.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? And it didn't work. And it's still gonna call you a quitter, LeBron.
Yeah.
But I understand that that's how great you are, and maybe you didn't see how great you are. Dude, you was knocking on the door by yourself as a 20 to a 23-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that game he played. He got one game to me where he just went bananas, and that was that game versus the Pistons, the year that they knocked the Pistons out to go play. I think they lost to the Spurs in the championship.
Oh, yeah.
But it was in the Eastern Conference Finals. And, I mean, he just flat out made it look like it was not fair. And that's what I'm saying I want to see. You watch Jordan, it just looked unfair. Like, man, that ain't even fair that you're floating halfway, sideways, your body's going that way, and you making this jumper and nobody can stop.
But we also got to look at the 7 years it took for Jordan to consistently go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and he kept coming short.
Short, right.
He kept coming short. Like, of course, we can look back now and say, "Oh man, he's the GOAT."
Right.
But that 6 or 7 years, man. I never remember hearing him say, "Oh, this is."
Well, he had the James Jordan though too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. James. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And he created a beast out of Pippen, man.
Oh my goodness.
You know, like Corzine. I forgot the guy who got injured. That's the reason why Pippen got in.
No,
that was the best thing. Like, I think it was a white dude, Corzine, 40. I think it was like number 40 or number 44.
Yeah, like an off number. It's number like 46 or something.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah.
But, like, for him to say, okay, I see something in you, kid.
Right.
I know you got this defense here. I'm gonna make you a killer.
Right.
And I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Right.
And you're gonna hold me accountable.
Right.
He had the mind control.
And they start winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, but that's the thing LeBron didn't get out of his losses, was that people will buy into the king that's willing to go to war and stand on the front.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gave me strength by the inspiration of me watching you believe. Like Russell Westbrook with his group. Like, he's doing great things because of the challenge that's presented in front of him.
Yeah.
If it wasn't really that much of a challenge, he wouldn't have no room to do nothing great or show you no greatness. Michael Jordan kept failing. You know what I'm saying? Kept losing. He accepted the challenge. All right, young bro, you see what I've been dealing with. Let me show you what not to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had a real good joke about him. Who was Reggie Diaz messing with?
Who?
Was Reggie Diaz? He was the star before MJ got there.
Oh, okay.
But I think he used to mess with MJ's wife before he met her.
For real?
Yeah, but anyway, that's
okay.
Just, but see, you never get, like you said, you never get that talk because they kept
gray-eyed niggas, man. Them gray-eyed niggas, I tell you, boy.
Man, you know, I'm averaging 20, baby. Yeah,
right.
I got the curl coming down the back. But anyway. And I think he had the choker chain. But that might be wrong.
I hope you're right, though.
Yeah, I think he did. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, he took Pippen under his wing. But he also, like you said, from the get-go, he taught him how to be a warrior, man. How to, fight to the end. And he did. He groomed a killer.
Yep.
So now you got two killers, and you got a killer coach. Whose bottom line is, hey, guys, we got to finish. We got to win. You know what I'm saying? Play together and play defense. So, that's what it is, man. I think if LeBron would reason with that, I think he got 3 more years in him to where we could see some more greatness,
Yeah.
If he keep doing this crybaby stuff, he's going to be like Carmelo, and nobody going to want to play with him.
Yeah.
I don't know why nobody want to play with Carmelo, because if you watch his offseason, the dude's a beast, man. He goes to he's like half Latin American or something.
Yeah.
He always flies into one of those countries and he spends his training there, and he's spending money, and he's giving back to the communities down there. He's working his butt off. He flies some of his teammates from the Knicks down there. The dude he's a good dude, and he works hard. So I don't think it's that people don't want to play with him. I just think he's just a happy-go-lucky guy that just never wanted to play defense.
Never wanted to play defense.
Or I didn't realize that it was another side of the court. It was like, yeah, man, it's the other end, Carmelo,
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you said something about flying back home. That automatically made me think about Ventura, man.
Yeah.
That's a shame that you can't go back. Some places you can't go back to your home spot where it's destitute without people coming after you and taking your life, man.
Right.
Ventura, Andy, was it Mendez? The accidents that happened both in the same morning. Ventura got robbed. Car crash.
Car flipped over.
Took all the shit.
Right. Did they get his ring too?
Yeah, they got his ring. And it's like,
man, that's hardcore play there, DR.
Yeah.
Come on, DR. Y'all gotta do better than that, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, shoot. You gotta know who the man is. He's a world champion. He played in top baseball league in the world. He's a pretty decent known player. You know what I'm saying?
That's the unfortunate thing when you made it to that level. you have to watch your surroundings, and unfortunately, you just can't be caught slipping, man. You can't go to the places that you used to be able to go to. That's kind of sad to me, man.
Yeah, it is, man.
You know what I mean? Like it changes because somebody found out you got some.
Some dope. That
Yeah.
money. Here we go. It's
Your
the
pockets
money.
are fatter,
Yeah, start with the money, man.
but you'll be brand new if you don't
If you
show
stay,
up.
what if you stayed away? Like, I'm gonna just go to San Juan, Puerto Rico this year. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna come home. Y'all niggas is crazy.
Yep.
Man,
You know, if you move your mom, because he was planning on moving mom out. Move. Yo, yeah. We back.
yeah. Nah, man, just for the hometown team, man, that was a heavy hit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then just the way it happened, you know what I mean? You just feel bad for the whole situation like that. And a young dude, he's about 24, 25.
Yeah, 25, man.
Man,
Just
best years probably wasn't even ahead of him yet.
nah, man. He was a firecracker. He was passionate, and yeah, he definitely he definitely had some promise.
Yeah, he did.
But
Yeah, he did. Man.
I mean, it's one of them things, man. Like when you shoot and strive to be the best, and you make it to whatever situation, the pros, or you have this certain business that you're successful in.
Mm-hmm.
There are gonna be people that's gonna be as equally excited for you, and as they will be like, oh man, how this nigga do it? We grew up in the same upbringing,
It's like
similar
what you said.
household.
I hate to cut you off,
No,
but
man, go
I
ahead.
just, the template. It's like instead of Jordan looking at Worthy and be like, man, just because you play for the Lakers, you think you cold.
Right.
Nah, it's like, hey, bro, I appreciate you showing me that. I dig what you doing. I see it. Template, same thing. Hey, I see how you got up out of here. I see how you were successful enough to, move your mom out or do X, Y, and Z. It's a template, but for some reason, man, not everyone, but like you said, it's a select few and a chosen few of individuals who, instead of using it as a template, they use it as an energy to hate or energy to bring. Actually, take your ring off your. Take your ring off your hand. Like, I was a better pitcher than you. They don't know who got. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you saying, man? What are you saying that, like, we have the potential energy to catapult ourselves out of any situation we can think our way out of, or we can use that energy to, for it to be the demise of others. Like, I need to take that. There's run out. There's lack. I need to take yours because I don't have mine.
Yeah.
When you can get yours operating out of abundance.
Yeah, simple switch. You can switch the light on or off.
Yep.
And if it's off, yeah, that's what you're going to get, man. You're going to get that pure darkness, that hatred, that heart that's looking at it like from, it ain't even glass half empty. It's like ain't nothing in the glass.
Yeah.
To that individual. But the other individual, yeah, who's like saying, you know what, I'm operating out of the fact that, I am already equipped to do the thing that I'm called to do and be in the greatness that's within me, And as it relates to sports, I think that's why we see the athletes who do, prevail versus the ones who are, fall off. It's that mentality right there. They steadily adding to their game. They steadily pushing themselves because they see it, they believe, they know it to be true. Versus saying, you know what, man, I ain't gonna never be a guy that's gonna average 20 in this league. I'm just gonna go ahead, kick it all night, make my little money and be broke once I get up out the NBA.
Man, Antoine Walker in it out here.
Ooh, golly.
Yeah.
Yeah, $100 million is hard to lose.
Good grief, man.
I can lose my keys. I can lose, a couple socks.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how you lose $100 million. I ain't never had it, but I just don't know how you lose $100 million. You could have invested 20% of that.
Maybe he had a good heart, man. He just.
I heard that was part of it.
He showed a lot of people love.
You seen the 30 for 30?
I saw a little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah, he said he gave a lot of money to investments for friends and family. I seen him. Now this is true, Antoine, man, because I seen you in L.A. when you had your little brother's AAU team, and they had velour uniforms.
Velour.
Velour uniforms.
How the hell you Can
Yeah, you know that to be true. I had sky blue and white velour uniform. They was nice. Hey, they was nice. I know they felt good about, and they had an entourage. I had a whole entourage. Y'all was probably staying at the best, wearing the best, looking the best, and you probably spent an easy 50 grand on that trip. In a couple of days, just ran through 50 racks. Like, man, I was doing it like, yeah, you was doing it like that, bro.
Good grief, man.
In a day or two, you ran through 50 racks.
Velour? How does it feel like to sweat in velour, man?
Man, I don't even know if your body will allow you to sweat.
Yeah.
Your body will tell you, man, you can't sweat.
Can't sweat.
Yeah, that's why they was losing all them games. But anyway,
looking good but losing.
Looking good and losing.
Yeah,
the
man.
game and the money. That's a cold play.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Where we at, man? We're 45.
Yeah, we rocking and rolling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. All in all, my one of my homies say, he used to say 2016, but it's 20. He just say when stuff gets crazy and you start looking at like this is crazy. You just, hey man, it's 2017, man.
2017.
That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
It's 2017. That sums it up.
Anything is possible, man.
Yeah.
Everything is possible. Nothing has to be impossible.
Right. 2017.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Look, man. You know why I know everything is possible? Everything's possible for the simple fact if that guy that created Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? He didn't destroy the O's or whatnot. He just put the tarps over it. If he got arrested, got bailed out, and then he ended up making a T-shirt, copywriting that shit, trademarking it.
Got it.
68,000. This was as of about 3 weeks ago.
Right.
He's
that fast.
$68,000 worth of merch, and you know he's still doing it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That just lets you know, man. Like everything is possible.
That's
man.
right, man. Get out here and get it, man. Like let's get to it. It takes practice, and it does. You have to sharpen your skills, but if you don't get to it, you ain't gonna have nothing.
Don't expect it to get to you.
Oh man, what? This thing don't got your address.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And be in destination toward it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. You dropping some real game on them right now, man.
Like we can get
they
into
might
our
have to
car.
pay. They might have to pay for some of that game you spilling over there right now. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man. I was just thinking about this on the way down here, man. Like I love my car. I love my car. Selena, that's her name, aka Catwoman, aka Black on Black. That's where the name came from.
Right.
As much as I love her,
act right.
she can't go anywhere by herself. Like I have to create the destination where I'm going. I was coming here. I have the vehicle, but that vehicle isn't going to take me anywhere without me navigating and saying this is where we're going.
Ooh.
We're going to point B.
Even if you driving a Tesla, which they say can drive itself, you still got to put in the destination.
Yep. And
And
that's
know
how I
where
view
you
life,
going.
man. That's how I view life, man. If you out here, you don't have any goals. If you don't have any dreams that you can make reality, then you just out here wandering, man. You just a journeyman.
You just made me think of something, bro. This year, to ConneKC, we campaigning on how many entrepreneurs are inspired by us, by what we do. And then how many can you inspire? So hopefully by the end of 2017, we'll have a long list of people saying, you know what, I did it. I jumped. I went after it. I knew where I was going. I put my plan together and I did it. You know what I'm saying? It's the I don't know the call, the come up campaign. I don't know, but it's like,
It's pretty good, man.
yeah, that was right off the flip too, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? No gymnastics, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, real talk though, like, yeah. Hey, put it together, man. Know where you going with it.
Yeah.
Believe in it and execute it.
Well,
straight up.
yeah, believing it, like it's easier said than done, but believing in something before it's physically manifested is so difficult at first, but then it turns into routine, and you're like, okay, I already know what the end result is.
Right.
So I'm just gonna go through these steps. I'm gonna go through these stages because I know the feeling of having that thing, whatever that thing is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you
And
can
it's
eat
like,
off it.
yeah,
You're eating off of it. to a certain, like not even just physically, but mentally to see it. You're eating off of it. You're experiencing it. So now, how you speak on it, how you move on it. It's all it's gonna be more than just a thought. It's more than just you believing it at that point because you're interactive with it. Yep. We talked about people at the gig. It's like, man, they don't understand the life we live, man. Like, they don't understand the freedom, bro. Like, I feel so much better. Like, I ain't gotta eat the best food. I ain't gotta drive the best car. But as long as I know that I'm in pursuit of, my goals and my dreams and I'm actually pursuing it, that's way better than being bogged down with somebody telling you what to do. Who don't give a rat's ass about your real financial well-being or your future of your family, man.
Nah, man. Companies for the most part care about you enough for you to get in the door and stay in the door, but then they gonna stomp at you. They gonna, paint you off into a corner, so you feel like I can't do any better. So it's like that turns. I see how that can be a daily mental battle.
Yeah, so the two-step deal. Bro.
Yeah, you feel chicken winged. Like, damn, can I do any better? But let me stay because these benefits, because I get a consistent paycheck. Oh, I can see it, man. I was there, man. You were there.
I was there, man. And that's what holding on to it because the mentality hadn't ate nothing else. You know what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of black people that they be like, all I eat is chicken, man. I ain't eating no this, that, and the third. I just eat what I know. And it's like, man, you ain't gonna know until you try something else, bro.
Man, you won't know about prongs. You know what I mean? You want a chicken, man. You don't know about prongs.
Yeah, man. Real talk.
You heard about it, but you was like, nah, I'm gonna stay with this chicken though.
Yeah. Are you still eating shrimp?
Yep. Yeah.
Like, you still eating shrimp, brother. Like, them things come bigger than that, right?
I found out in L.A., by the way.
Oh, man, how was it?
Hey, man. L.A. is all the way live, bro.
Yeah.
We just spent that 3 days there. Went to a spot called the Drunken Crab.
Mm-hmm.
Got a bag. It was a bag full of, king crab legs, whatnot. Make it Louisiana style. You can throw... like the sausage in there, potatoes, and I got some shrimp. I got like a half a pound or a pound of shrimp. Mm-hmm. Not even shrimp, bro. They were prawns, man. Like they still had the head on there.
Yeah.
Shell everything. I had to snap the head off. Like, look, man, I still smell it on my fingers, man.
Right
it's
now,
about a week and a half ago.
Got butter and all type of garlic and shit between his fingers.
Oh yeah. So just it's just. I don't know, man. Yeah, it was all the way live.
That's
bro.
living though. But once you step, you gotta, man. Come on, man. We can go all day.
Mm-hmm.
We can go all day.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that's really a captivating thing, y'all. Get rid of the shrimp, man, and get to the prawns. You know what I'm saying? Get to the prize. It's right there in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
It's in you.
It's in you, but it ain't like you said. It ain't coming to you though. You gotta go get. Hey, I coach my kids basketball team. I tell them all the time, look, this win that y'all say y'all want, you have to go pursue that thing, man. You got to go get the W. It ain't going to come to you.
Yeah.
The other team ain't just going to show up and be like, hey, we came here so that you guys can win. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You got to go take that thing, man.
Look, my New England Patriots took that thing.
They did. Hey, I really didn't I wanted to save that for a whole nother.
My bad.
Because there's so much within that. Like, not to be cliche, goofy, bootsy, and none of that. But, like, the inspiration to not give up. Come on, man.
It was there, man.
Come on, man. Y'all can say what y'all want. And, man, that was one of the best games I've ever seen, bro. I don't even know how. I felt good for every Patriot fan just to know how much bull crap they had to hear in the first half. How many memes and how many text messages.
Bro,
and
I was getting it up, man.
I know it's bling.
Folks tagged me on Facebook, inboxing me. I'm like, I can't. I'm not responding. I'm not gonna give them my energy, man.
Right. You just kept it cool like Belichick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hey.
That's a life lesson,
wait till
bro.
this fat lady sings.
Yep. It's 2 halves to. It's 4 quarters, 2 halves to a game.
Oh man.
And that, for real, man, that was a life lesson, man. Keeping your composure. And saying, okay, I'm down, but I'm not out.
Exactly.
We saw it, man.
Well, we said we weren't gonna go into it, but we just couldn't help it.
Yeah,
you know
my
what I'm
bad.
saying?
Okay,
nah,
my
I mean
bad.
I did too.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, man, that was. But going back to LeBron, man, I think this is therapy for you, LeBron. If you're looking for, you know what I'm saying, that inspiration to say, bro, you got Kyrie, you got Love, man. Just go ahead and elevate your game and show us something that the game has never seen. Magic did it when he was the 6'9" point guard.
Yep.
Kareem did it. MJ did it when he shows you that you can win through a shooting guard. Kobe did it when after Shaq left, it showed that, hey, you know what? You can win through a shooting guard. He willed his team to win, man. And, for all the Trevor Arizas in the world as great players, they are in their own right. Come on, man. They not superstar. They not what you would call a big three. So he didn't even have that. You know what I'm saying? Gasol was pretty decent and Bynum was pretty decent, but had
Odom on the squad.
Had Odom, another solid guy. But it was the will to win, man. It was the pursuit, man. And LeBron, wherever you at, man, you can do it, brother. That's all I can say to you. You got a Kansas City coach already coaching you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So from another,
that's dope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Group of Kansas City guys, man, we just got that grit in us. We ain't quitting, That's just us. That's our style.
What's the option? What is the recourse of quitting, man? You're done. Like it's nothing else.
I don't know. I don't want to know what that is.
I don't want to know either.
I don't want to know what that is, man.
You die, man. I just think you die. You give up on yourself. You give up on life, man.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, then you're dead. You're living dead.
Yeah,
the Walking Dead, man.
You're just existing.
Yeah,
you're not even living. You're just existing. Like, you're just waiting to die, man.
Yeah, there ain't nothing cavalier about that.
That's pretty good wordplay, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
man. And when the heat is on,
oh my God, this guy.
You have to rise to the occasion. But nah, man, all jokes aside, man, I think that guy, if he would just listen to a little bit of what Barkley's saying, you ain't gotta take everything. Take some meat, spit out the bones, man. Nobody knows what Shaq's talking about ever, but
he's he's political, man.
Yeah, he's always playing.
He's political. He likes to play safe.
Yeah,
he'll
die rich.
Yeah, and Barkley, he knows what he's talking about some of the time.
Yeah,
some of the time.
At least he's shooting it straight with you.
Yeah,
it's like
he's not the smartest dude. I can definitely tell he's dumb in a lot of areas.
See, if they miss shots, then they're not gonna get no points. Really, Charles Barkley, we know that.
This is a must-win game. When is a game not a must-win? Like when does
it's a game 7 game, and see if LeBron and them don't lose it, if they lose this game, they're out.
Yeah. Okay, it's pretty good.
Yeah, take that.
By the way, that was a horrible impersonation.
Mine too, man. That's not really
yours was better. I gotta give that to you, man.
Man, my man D. Shout out to D Dub. He used to say I could do impersonations, man, but I never really, in my mind.
D Watt's pretty good, man.
He can do pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
He's like a studier of person.
Yeah, man. D Watt. Yeah, I'm looking for him. I'm looking for him to make his transition.
Yeah, you're next, D Watt. We're calling it out.
Yeah, we go ahead and calling it out right now.
What I'm saying? Inspiration for entrepreneurs, man. 2017.
Yeah, man.
It's that time.
There's no right time. You got to create the right time.
That's true.
But there is a time where it can lapse, and you can look back and say, "Man, why didn't I pull this trigger at this time?"
Come on, man. Don't go there, bro.
You know what I mean?
I've done that. Like, even being free.
Yeah.
I would sit there and be like, what the hell was I thinking for so long?
Yeah. We were in a machine. We were in a matrix.
Yeah,
we were in.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we
financial like a working mate. Yeah, it was.
It was a battery, man.
Straight up.
So.
It was all for the money.
Yep.
All for the money, man. At the end of the day.
Yeah. Slavery.
Yeah.
Paid slavery.
Right.
Indentured servant?
Indentured servant.
Yeah.
Yeah, here go my hand, it's out, put the money in it, or I'm going home.
Right.
I'll be back tomorrow.
I'm not hunting.
Same time.
Yeah.
And I'm not hunting.
Yeah.
I'm not hunting. I'm not going to buy no other land either, boss. I'm coming right back to yours.
Right back. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's, you got to do better, man. But, it's 2017, and I think I see that strive. I see that move. Like, we do say we got the emo kids, but they also at the same time are go. They full-fledged green light. So I like that portion of it. You know what I mean? I love that. Like, they ain't really letting, you know, too much of a status quo, or, you know, or your definition of them. They ain't really letting that slow them down. You know what I'm saying? So I like that, because when they find they niche, and when they find their passion, hopefully that same type of energy will prevail them into their greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, you know.
Just figuring it out, going out and getting it, and questioning everything, because it's okay to question everything.
It's okay to question everything, man. Question it, because that's your pursuit to you building your brand, or you building a deeper, or bigger conglomerate.
Yep.
It's because now the information is in your possession, because you questioned it and you found it out now. So do with it what you need to do with it. You need to throw it away. If you need to make it a part of what you're trying to build on your quest, you just helped yourself through questioning to a whole new, like your guy with the shirts, with the what'd you say, the Hollyweeds. You know what I'm saying? He probably said, what if it would be funny if I did it, made it happen, boom. He's probably gonna make, you know, over $500,000 this year.
Who knows, man? Like, that's manifestation, bro.
Right.
You got hit for trespassing, but whatever.
Right. I'll pay that fine.
Nobody, yeah. You just did a little trespassing, man.
Yeah.
It made something epic.
Come on, Judge Cagle. How many?
Oh my God. Don't even get me on housing court, bro. Don't get me there.
All right, man.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. All right. Hey.
Yeah, we're
gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man.
Yeah, that was a good lesson. I think we did some counseling in that. We did some inspiration in that, and you know, that's what we do with ConneKC, man.
Absolutely. Once again, man, we appreciate everybody that's going to view this video. You know, share it with anyone you feel inclined to, and like we really speaking these things from our hearts, man. You know, I know we come with the humor side of things, but that's kind of like, that's pretty much how we approach life, man.
Yep.
You know, just being the best you, because only you know what the best you is.
That's exactly right.
So, you know, it's ConneKC, man. We will catch y'all on the next go around. You know, we're gonna keep the topics for you. Jay should be back.
She'll be back.
Yeah, man. So
yeah, and we appreciate it again, and like and share and comment, you know, when we drop this thing.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna steal the words. Stay elevated.
We out.
Peace.
Maze Production.
Bye.